There's no better time to find out what Mazda can offer you than right now. Get 0.9% financing for 60 months on the new 24 Mazda CX-50, named an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Award winner. Save thousands on your new Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us for 9 News Now. I'm Tisha Powell. A man hospitalized after last night's shooting on North Acadian Thruway has died. The victim was 29-year-old Patrick White. Police found White lying on the ground with a gunshot wound. Officers rushed him to the hospital before he died this morning. The investigation is still active. Anyone with information can call Crime Stoppers. That number is 344-STOP. This Gonzales man has been arrested in connection to a fatal shooting. 50-year-old Sean Morris is charged with second-degree murder, illegal use of weapons, and 8 counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The victim was his 44-year-old wife, Brenda Morris. Deputies say both got into an altercation before Sean allegedly shot her. He's been booked into the Ascension Parish Jail. We'll update you as this investigation continues. The search is on for this man. 51-year-old Joseph Cooks is wanted for first-degree robbery. He allegedly robbed a Dollar General on Plank Road and punched an employee, then fled in a white Chevrolet Impala. Call Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP with any information. The Louisiana Supreme Court has ruled in favor of the city of St. George, denying to hear the case for their incorporation. The court reaffirmed their original ruling that St. George has met the criteria needed under state law, but East Baton Rouge leaders have their doubts about the transition period. Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome released a statement just over an hour ago saying there has been no request or communication for any official in the city of St. George with my administration since April 26th. No official has made a formal request or financial information, requested a meeting with me or anyone in my administration to communicate what their plans are for providing services to the citizens of St. George. Stay tuned for 9 News at 5 when we will hear from interim mayor of St. George on the decision. Well, just ahead, a check of your evening forecast and your drive home. Let's take a look at our Sky 9 camera where it's a little bit cooler today, but still hot. Every degree counts, though. Let's get to Jared Silverman with the weather. Jared?
Right you are, Tisha. I guess we'll take these small victories. I mean, we're in the lower 90s. That's somewhat of an improvement. So today, the first of 4 days where we actually do not have a heat advisory, but still feels like the upper 90s, though, when you factor in the humidity and the dew points out there. A couple more clouds out there right now. We've got 89 New Roads, 86 Macomb, 90 Hammond, and a warm 94 over in Gonzales. Feels a little bit warmer, though, when you factor in the way it feels. Feels like 103 in Gonzales. What about New Iberia? Feeling like 107 right now with those higher dew points. We're not seeing that much on our live local radar. A couple of pop-up, very isolated thunderstorms north of Livonia and Melville, then down to the south, New Iberia down to Franklin, Morgan City as well. But I would say 20, maybe a 30% chance of getting one of these. Relatively quiet so far in the Gulf, but does it look to stay that way? That becomes the million-dollar question over the next week. 93 for the high today, and only a 30% chance for the remainder of the afternoon. We're going to leave in a 20% chance this evening. Then we'll go ahead and take it down to 0 after midnight. Another mild and muggy one, just struggling to make it into the upper 70s. Let's talk now about traffic. We've had a couple of snarls out there, and we're starting with this. Yeah, this is probably the biggest problem. This is I-10 eastbound or inbound to Baton Rouge. This is backed up all the way to Gross Tate, and oh, by the way, there was a closure there. They've actually opened up I-10, but it is still very slow going. Actually starts to get better the closer you get to the bridge, which is interesting. It's usually the reverse of that, but there you could see with that triangle there, that's how long that that backup is. And by the way, they cleared that off about 30 minutes ago, so it was even worse. Believe it or not, that is a bit of an improvement. Then going out towards the east over to New Orleans, they've got a couple of snarls out there. I-10 eastbound had a crash at 239B. That's Louisa Street. If you're going out to the Lafayette, you're looking good. That's a normal time, normal speed. And if you're going out to Armstrong, believe it or not, that's a normal time and speed as well. We'll continue to keep an eye on it for you. Tisha?
All right, Jared, thank you. And thank you for joining us for 9 News Now. Join us again in 25 minutes for 9 News at 4.
If you're ready for a do-it-all vehicle with smooth handling and smart interior styling, look no further than the new 2024 Honda CR-V. Once again named a Car and Driver's 10 Best Trucks and SUV list. Come save on your new CR-V right now at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.